Hello everyone, and welcome to my new Let's Look At. This should have been an obvious one when I said 2 videos were coming out today. It's Fallout 4. If you haven't heard of Fallout 4, then you've been living under a rock. This is going to be the tutorial beginning of Fallout 4. If you might get some spoiled for you, but this is mainly to show you some gameplay so that you know, they've done some stuff I don't like, or wow, this looks awesome, I want to, get playing it right now. Big differences, obviously VATS. Things actually move slowly, but they do move. It's not paused like in 3 or New Vegas or anything like we're all used to and love, but it's not that bad. But beyond all that, it feels just like Fallout 3. If you played Fallout 3 as much as I did, you're probably gonna love this game. At least so far. So far. There are some things different. I've only played 90 minutes so far, so I'm not 100% on everything they've done. The perk system is a little bit different. I actually did not really understand it when I first chose my first perk, but there are good things about it. When you level up, you can either choose a perk, I believe, or up your special stats. I think I just upped my special stats, because they don't give you as many starting out special stats as they did before, but they're actually really important as to what you choose to use them for, just so you know that. Obviously, because that's, well, yes, that's how the system works. Other news, don't just drink water. I mean, if you've played Fallout 3 before, you know that. Now, I'm sure people that played Fallout 1 or 2, which basically means anything I've not played because I never played Fallout 1 or 2, are probably a little bit disappointed that they went along with the Fallout 3 homage, but really at this point in the game's life, series, you probably should have imagined that. It worked before, they're gonna keep doing it now. It's the way business works, especially in the video game industry. Where have you been? Whether you like it or not, it is irrelevant. That's the way it's gonna be. So beyond that, in Fallout 3, as you can see, it plays just like Fallout 4, I'm sorry, it plays just like Fallout 3. The only differences are, well, it's a different set and time, different story. I really skipped a lot of spoilers right in the beginning, so you don't really know what's going on. We're just in the vault, We're always starting the vault, I think, except in New Vegas, which I think we started in like a doctor's office, I think. But yeah, this is really just kind of, I mean, if you want to be a lore junkie, you can be a lore junkie. You can read all this stuff, you can do whatever you want to do. If you want to skip it, go right ahead and skip it. It's pretty obvious. And as far as I remember, that's really about all I got. I really just did I forgot all about the neat little mini game that I think I found. I don't remember where I found it in the tutorial area, but you can eject it and carry it around with you, so if you run into any kind of computer terminals, you can actually just, well, use it whenever you want. So who's getting flashbacks to Super Mario? Or not, I don't think it was Super Mario, or was it Donkey Kong? Oh crap, what was that Atari game? I don't remember exactly what it was, but you'll find I wasn't very good at it. In fact, I was terrible at that game. My brother was the one that used to, get me farther in the game so I could feel like I did something good. I'll admit it, my brother carried me through that game. Well, to be truthful, I was only 3 years old. I don't feel as bad as I probably should, considering I was that bad at it. And to be fair, I did try and jump that one. Now you can't blame me for that one. It took a while to get used to jumping over the barrels before, at least for me, but I believe this is the last life. You only get 3 lives, but you can keep playing as often as you want. If you really love playing this, you can keep doing it. I just really just wanted to try it the one time. After the first death, I was pretty much done. That, and I figured it would probably go down like the previous one did. That thing was hopping, apparently. So, once you're done, all you gotta do is hit R, eject, and you can carry it to any other number of things you want to play it on. It's a neat little thing. I mean, if you leave it in there, it's stuck there, so make sure you eject it if you're done, if you want to keep it. The looting system, I've not really taken to a whole. That's like my one gripe, and I might be misusing it myself, so don't just take it as, this is the way it is, period. Now, what I would like to be able to do is actually choose what I want to loot out of the thing, well, basically any of the other Fallouts. But from what I played so far, and again, I might be wrong on this, you might be able to just click it, because I never really tried it because I'm a numbnuts. I think you have to take them in order.
Oh god.
So that can play some havoc with your inventory if that is the case. But if so, it's a minor gripe. I mean, you can just toss it on the floor and re-pick it back up. It's not something I like, but you can do it that way if you really need to. And yes, lighting does affect your stealth, for anybody wondering. You don't want to just sit in the light, if you want to be stealthy, obviously. We'll be getting into leveling up probably next video. This is going to take 2 videos. I don't want each video to take way too long, so they're probably going to be about 12 minutes each, there around. Gonna skip ahead a little bit between videos, so we don't just watch a lot of cutscenes and a lot of talking. Probably will skip the cutscenes, as a matter of fact, so I don't, excuse me, spoil anything for you, because this is release day, folks. I don't want to spoil anything for you. I just want to give you some gameplay, let you make up your own mind whether you want to buy it or not. And you can see my special stats. I didn't exactly know what to do there. I kind of just put in everything. I wanted to be, you know, charismatic, because there's a lot of... I always like having a lot of dialogue choices in Fallout games first time through. Probably should have put it a little higher, but... eh. And yes, they really did a lot better with the Pip-Boy. It actually feels like a device you use now.
Vault door cycling sequence initiated. Please, stand back.
And if you have a good computer or PC on, well, this game looks phenomenal. I'm assuming if you're on PS4, it's a little bit worse, probably on medium graphics. Xbox One, I don't even know if it's on Xbox One. I think it probably is. It's probably not as good as the PC graphics, but that's obvious. You know, the big draw of the PC version is, of course, the mods. Is going to be the mods. We all love mods. That's why I have a frickin' 780. No, not 780. I'm sorry. I have a frickin' 980 Ti. I bought it basically for Fallout 4 modding. So. Yep. And then we're finally out of the vault, all of the tutorial level. And then after this, you get dropped right back where you were before this whole thing went down. And you will see what went down. If you've watched the E3 trailers at all, you know basically the beginning of the game's story. And in case you want to change your stuff, which I didn't, because I spent a heck of a long time just getting my character together the first time. Like, I spent like an hour just making my character because I wanted him to be perfect, you know? That's the way I am in big RPGs like this. I want my character to be the best they can be before I go out there. Especially considering the plastic surgeons are never very good in these games, in my opinion, so I want to get it done right the first time. And welcome to the Wasteland, folks. The Wasteland is, well, it's pretty much what you imagine a wasteland to be. They do give you a bit of guidance so you know where to go first off, so you don't just go, where am I going? And you see the little things on the bottom there, 83 meters to the left. That's where you're supposed to go. For the newbies out there who maybe never played Fallout 3, so you don't just go, oh god, where am I going? There's nothing here. Don't worry, if you played through the tutorial, you know where you're at. You know exactly where you're at and what you're doing. But spoilers are ahead, so we're gonna cut this video off right here. So see you in the next video.